These are rehearsal scenes from The Real Love.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael.
Today we have the honor to speak to Joanna and
TheRealLoveMusic.com.
Looking at the list, and you got Tony Award winners, you got Golden Globe winners, you got Oscar winners, the list goes on.
That Oscar-winning composer has given life now to a brand new music.
amazing performance this weekend, Saturday, August 27th.
And the other extra thing is Don Mclean will be performing.
On the red carpet, we have Tony winners Trent Kowalik and Carol Coolish, Emmy winner Faith Rivera, one of the main singers in the show.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is just...
Now approaching the red carpet, we have Golden Globe and Grammy nominee, songwriter and actor Frank Stallone from Rocky.
In an exciting blend of Broadway and Hollywood, theater and music, Supreme Master Television celebrated its 5th anniversary with the world premiere of The Real Love.
As government commendations and congratulatory messages mark the channel's 5-year milestone, over 3,000 guests arrived at the Grand Pasadena Civic, USA, and were joined by dignitaries and award-winning celebrities.
The spectacular show was broadcast live globally and hosted by veg actors Grant Alexander, Kristen Bauer, Ed Begley Jr., Elaine Hendricks, and Haley Marie Norman.
Hello, everyone.
5, 4, 3, 2, and fade up music.
The Real Love presents a glimpse of the extraordinary life of Supreme Master Ching Hai through a musical starring award-winning actress Joanna Ampeel, Tony winners Daisy Egan and Katie Huffman, and Tony nominees Adam Pascal and Robert Torti.
Guest stars are Tony-winning singer Betty Buckley, Italian classical pop star Filippa Giordano, legendary Oscar-winning actress Shirley Jones, Tony winners Trent Kowalik and Carol Coolish, Emmy-winning singer Faith Rivera, noted actor and singer Tom Schmidt, screen veteran Dick Van Patten, and soprano Lynn Wintersteller. All part of an exceptional 38-member cast accompanied by a 21-piece orchestra.
Original music was created by esteemed composers, Oscar and 5-time Emmy winner Bill Conti, 2-time Oscar winner Al Kasha, Emmy nominee Doug Katsaris, Tony and Emmy winner Don Pippin, and Oscar and 2-time Grammy winner David Shire. They set to song the melodious poetry of Supreme Master Ching Hai, the event's guest of honor, who attended via live video conference.
Special guest of honor, Supreme Master Ching Hai.
In a heartwarming highlight, Supreme Master Ching Hai conveyed her love and support for humanity through her goodwill donations to 6 dedicated charitable organizations.
It's wonderful. It is the real love.
American icon Don Mclean also took to the stage to perform some of his greatest hits.
Enjoying a festive vegan banquet, the audience also had a chance to experience Supreme Master Ching Hai's unique aesthetic creations through a vibrant exhibition at the venue.
As all the wondrous art forms show us, there is hope for peace on earth when we believe only in love. Please join us for part 3 of the 12-part series of Supreme Master Television's 5th anniversary celebration.
some dessert?
No, thank you. I couldn't.
Thank you, Ferdinand. Oh, and Ferdinand, everything was delicious.
Ah.
So, did you like your food? Isn't it interesting?
Well, I have to admit, to be honest, yes.
Why so reluctant to say so? Is it only because it's new, different? Not what you're used to.
Good point. I mean, I find you new and different. And quite frankly, very interesting.
Dr. Reinhardt.
Please, call me Rolf. I hear Dr. Reinhardt in the hospital 18 hours a day.
All right. Rolf. One last thing about the refugees. Imagine if you can, being suddenly without your culture, your village, or
When do I get to hear more about you?
We must remember that if we are to help
Tom,
them
forgive
properly...
me, but I fear that you've taken on too much. My heart breaks for what has happened to your people, but you, no one person can save them all. It's impossible.
But I must try.
Of course you must try. But your methodology is doomed to fail. There aren't enough hours in the day. I fear that you will become a burned-out woman in 6 months. You have to learn to simply let go.
But the love I feel for them cannot possibly burn out. I know I cannot restore everything that is lost, but their souls survive. You're a doctor. You must know what I'm talking about.
I'm in the business of healing bodies, Tom. I can't even begin to wonder what happens to their souls.
Forgive me, but that sounds a little heartless. And I do not believe in any way that you're a completely heartless man. I saw it today with little Lynn.
I'm a scientist. A realist. And you're a woman of what? Faith?
Yes, of faith, the heart, scientists. Why can't you just let the head and the heart combine into one?
Because, Tom, don't you see? Science is heartless. The facts are what they are. I exchanged the church for medicine because faith alone never cured a kidney disease or even fixed a tooth. That little child that you brought in today.
Lynn.
Lynn. Supposing Lynn were very ill and there was just nothing we could do to save her. Well, sometimes sick and weak people die. You just simply have to come to accept it.
No, I do not have to accept it. Thank you very much for dinner and a very stimulating conversation. Will you excuse me, please? It's time for me to go.
What, so suddenly?
I'm going back to the hospital.
At this hour?
The hour doesn't matter. I'm going to sit with Lynn.
But she'll be asleep.
All the more reason for me to be there. What if she wakes up and has no idea where she is?
Let me at least call you a taxi.
No, thank you. I look forward to the walk.
But it's freezing out, and look how dark it is.
On the contrary, there's a full moon. You must not have noticed.
Waiter.
Yes, sir.
Check, please.
Yes, sir. But first, some baklava.
No, thank you. Just a check.
Yes, sir. But first, some lingonberry cider on the house.
No, thank you.
Yes, sir. But first, some advice.
No. Advice?
With your indulgence. Tan is an extraordinary woman. 1 in 1,000, perhaps 1 in many millions. And you are well matched, and she likes you, and you like her very much.
And on what do you base that brilliant observation?
34 years in the restaurant business, sir. Forgive me, Herr Doctor, but just now to let her go, a very foolish thing.
Waiter!
Yes, sir.
Check, please.
Yes, sir.
And call me a very fast cab.
Yes, sir.
Moon of mine, how sweet your smile, only for me. Only for me. Dr. Reinhardt.
Shh. She's sleeping.
What are you doing here?
Your very smart friend Ferdinand called me a very fast cab.
But I still don't...
Shh. I needed to see you again, Tan. Right away. You were right about Lynn. You were right, and I was wrong about all of it.
I didn't mean to...
Shh.
Rolf, my heart is racing.
How long have you been experiencing these symptoms?
They came on very suddenly.
A contagious condition. There's a cure, but it's risky. Come outside with me. There, the moon.
I thought you never noticed the moon.
I didn't. Until I jumped in a taxi and I raced across town in the dark with my head hanging out the window looking for you. I needed the moon to help me see. Don't you see? Oh, I feel like I've known you since before the moon was even born.
That long? Do you believe in reincarnation?
Tonight, I only believe in love.
Moon of mine, how sweet your smile, only for me. Oh, how happy.
No one to see, no one to know. Our love for each other, though you care for all.
Though you care for all. No one can smile so sweet and long. You are the one, you are the only one.
And when I sung, you stayed still and hung above the mountain.
You listened and danced till my heart's content, endearing and lovely.
You are the beauty of the galaxy.
You share the pain and the joy with me. You are the friend of eternity.
You shine my path in the dark. You soothe my heart when I'm in pain. When I'm in pain.
Good heavens, where did that come from?
This belonged to my grandmother. Right before she died, she made me promise that I would always carry this around with me in my left coat pocket, on the outside chance that I might find her.
Find who?
The woman I want to marry.
That's so romantic.
I always thought it was utterly absurd. Until now. Can anyone see anything more beautiful than you?
Because we are in love, the earth is so ravishing. Because we are in love, the world becomes joyful, I believe. Only in love, yes. Everything else on earth lacks meaning. Even if this world is level to the ground, I believe. Only in love, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love will live forever in this infinite
Yes, dear, very sweet. Top to bottom. What I do? I'm not doing anything. What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. It's just Ton and Rolf. They're so beautiful. They make me feel so happy.
Oh, cake! Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dr. and Mrs. Ralph Reinhardt!
Maestro.
Silent manner I found myself. In your quiet style is reborn my peace. Many dark nights, soft and tranquil, your tender voice calls my
Say a word, but now I can't help myself.
Honey, we discussed this morning and we both agreed.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rolf, ladies and gentlemen, we're Rolf's parents and we promised we wouldn't embarrass him by giving silly speeches at his wedding.
Yeah, but now it's too late. Anyway, here goes. My son was always a loner, pursuing his real passion, medicine. He didn't have time for love.
Until he met our darling Ton.
Thank you.
I'm sure Rolf has told you that love is an irrational thing. But now he's done the most irrational thing imaginable. He's gotten married.
Yes, they say a man is not complete until he's married. Then he's finished. You get it?
Ton, those of us who know and love Rolf see something new and warm and open in his face, especially when he looks at you.
Thank you.
Oh. All right, Mr. Comedy, you're on.
Well, did you hear the one about the proudest father in the world and the happiest father-in-law?
What happened to the punchline?
Oh, you want the punchline? Here's the punchline.
Ton, I want you to meet one of my best friends in the world. He works with me at the hospital. This is Rajiv, and his lovely wife, Greta.
You are the most radiant bride I have ever seen.
Thank you.
No, I mean it. Your eyes. There's a Mardi Gras going on behind your eyes.
Really?
Greta, don't terrify the poor girl on her wedding day. My wife is an artist, Ton, a painter. She forgets to mention that before she launches into her rhapsodies over new faces.
A real artist.
I would be so honored if you would model for me.
The honor would be mine.
I have a feeling we are going to get on famously. Congratulations.
Oh, you gorgeous, gorgeous thing! Oh my God, this wedding is beautiful. You are both beautiful. Just look at you. I wish you were wearing this dress. Oh, no, enough of that nonsense. You two are match made in heaven. Oh, you're just going to be so happy and share little secrets and joyfully climb the little ladder of life together, hand in hand. Oh, and every night when you come home from work, he'll be there waiting for you, all tall and weary and handsome. Oh, and you'll see his stethoscope hanging on a little peg in the hallway, and he'll say to you, "Hello, darling, and how was your day?" And oh my God, I'm just so happy for you, I can't stand it. Oh!
Darling, sweetie, time to throw the bouquet.
Me. Right here. I'm ready. Bring it on. I believe only in love, love, I believe only in love, love, love. I believe only in love, love,
Dr. Kravitz, you have a visitor in the main lobby. Dr. Kravitz, a visitor in the main lobby.
Nurse, are you sure that Dr. Reinhardt and Ton are coming back to work today?
That's what it says on the schedule, so it might be true.
Well, you know their honeymoon was officially over 2 days ago. And then there is that 1 day's travel from Lake Como, which would have been yesterday. Of course, one must not discount jet lag. Are you concerned at all about their jet lag?
I'm nearly frantic about their jet lag, but somehow I am able to push that aside and soldier on with my tasks at hand.
Yeah. I'm not so much concerned about Dr. Reinhardt. He would know a tropical parasite if it bit him. If only. But Ton. Oh, Ton. She's so delicate. Oh, even though I know she's really not. You know, she would have to have the strength of 20 women to survive what she's been through. Even so, I made her this cake.
You what?
Yeah, for jet lag and a welcome back thingy. You know, it's flourless celery and rutabaga with caramelized leek frosting. I know. Do you have any idea what they serve on airplanes these days? She must have been used to eating dreck.
Klaus. I mean Dr. Berghoff. No, I mean Klaus. I think you should back off a bit from the newlyweds. Agree at all?
No. Well, frankly, no. I'm just trying to be, you know, friendly.
Friendly is good. I tell you what, how about you meet me in the nurse's lounge after our next shift and you can feed me some of that caramelized leek frosting.
I'm gonna go put this in her locker.
Klaus!
I know, don't light the candles this time. Is anybody ever gonna forget that?
You two, you need to go to the ENT doctor. Nurse, could you escort them to the ENT?
Sure, Tom, when you get a second, 2 more refugee buses have just arrived.
I'll be right there.
My chest is burning and my head is killing me. I think I'm going to faint.
Nurse, we need some help here.
Dr. Reinhardt. Tom, I need you. I don't understand a word this refugee is saying.
Tom, when you get a chance, I've just come from the children's ward.
I'll talk to you later. Yes?
Your patient, Lynn.
Is everything okay?
She's fine, but she wants to see you.
Oh, this is not a good moment.
Tom, take a break. You deserve it. Go.
Thank you, doctor. Why, hello. You're looking chipper.
Why are you late?
I beg your pardon?
To class?
Oh, to class. I'm very sorry, teacher, but my school bus driver got lost, you see, and we ended up in an entirely different country.
What country?
I'm not entirely sure, but it might have been Zanzibar.
Is it far from here?
Pretty far. And that explains why I am so late, you see.
That's okay. But now you have to give the entire class an oral report on Zanzibar.
Oh, all right. Zanzibar. an island nation founded 12 million years ago by a family of great blue whales. They love to spend their summers there frolicking in the cool mountain waterfalls.
Whales don't frolic in waterfalls.
You're just too smart for me.
Hello, darling.
Hey.
Hello, Lynn.
Doctor, doctor, doctor.
Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better today, sweetheart. Would you excuse Ton and me for one moment?
She's growing stronger every day.
Yes, it's wonderful, but she has a test result here that I'm not at all happy about.
What is it?
Tuberculosis. Fairly advanced and very contagious. I'm ordering her complete isolation.
Isolation? She needs to get out in the sunshine, see other children, learn to forget what she's been through.
Yes, Tom, that would be ideal, but this is a hospital, and there are other patients here that are at risk.
Maybe she could live with us.
No. That's completely inappropriate. She'll need constant monitoring.
Will I be able to visit her?
Yes, under highly restricted circumstances. I cannot let you get too close.
Too close? I love her. You love her too, don't you?
Of course I do, but I worry about your health, Tom. It's too risky.
Risky? I grew up surrounded by war. I understand risk. There must be some sort of compromise for Lynn.
No, there is no compromise in this instance. In all likelihood, Lynn will be fine. At which point you'll see that I was right. Come on, we're both exhausted. Let's drop the subject.
I won't! I can't!
Dr. Reinhardt, room 649, stat. Dr. Reinhardt, room 649.
Rolf, I'm sorry. Let's not fight.
I'm not looking for a second opinion, Tom. I'll see you tonight.
Rolf! I miss you already this morning when I woke up in your arms. The last night of the weekend. I think already of the days ahead when we will be together, but in two places again. And when I am far away from you, doubts and loneliness fly through the window. I just can't think of anything else but to throw everything away and run to you. But do you ever want me to?
I realized that her life was a musical. The three great musicals of Rodgers and Hammerstein dealt with two separate worlds coming together. So those are the ingredients that Supreme Master Ching Hai had. A separate calling in her life than her husband Ralph. Ralph believed in science and she believed in more spiritual things. And yet she adored him and loved her husband and he loved her. But she had to go out and do her calling in life, and gave her the strength of a heroine, and that's why she's a hero in my eyes. And that's what made me think of the idea of the musical, which everybody else contributed greatly to write a wonderful musical. And it's a natural musical, and I believe it was fated that I met her. And I'm very, very blessed.
I like the musical. I think it was very well done. The actors were fabulous, and the orchestra was amazing. The message I got was to kind of be thankful for what you have that makes you grow as a person to help others. The ideal would be if we didn't eat animals, what a lovely place it'd be. I mean, also for the planet, you know, we wouldn't be ruining our water systems, we wouldn't be ruining our soil, and it'd be nice if animals didn't have to suffer for our pleasure. When people say, oh, you know, but we were, born to eat meat. That's not true. We have a conscience and we have a choice, and we can make a world a better place.
On the red carpet now, TV legend Dick Van Patten.
I just respect her so much for her old thoughts and the wonderful things she does for animals. I mean, she's giving of herself, and that's so nice to see. It's so generous, and I appreciate her very much.
I was very impressed with the costumes, and this story is quite lovely. The music was great. It's nice that the words of the poems were put into songs, so that made it extra special. I liked it because it was a nice love story. The ending wasn't what I expected. It was very, very well done.
It's such a gigantic production. I didn't realize the massiveness of this event. It was great. You could definitely tell that there were award-winning composers that were a part of this, because it just felt like one of those great musicals. It took me back to Miss Saigon, and it was a great musical expression, as well as the true inspired story from Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Each piece has very specific meanings, and they're just gorgeous. The meanings and the jewelry itself. Exquisitely designed. They are exquisite. And this line too is gorgeous, really. Has quite a dreamlike imagination. I mean, that quality, Anyway, it's gorgeous. And I want some of those clothes. Those dresses, they're just gorgeous.
And on this show, I work with 5 wonderful composers, and David Shire and Don Pippin and Bill Conti and myself and Doug Casares. Every star you had either won the Oscar, the Tony, or the Grammy, or the Emmy. So all of you got the first class, and it was miraculous that you did this show as quickly as you did. Somehow God's grace made it work. I was concerned, to be candid. I said, how are they going to do this 3 months? And I know I gave you the idea, but you made me a big believer that it can be done in 3 months and come out as beautifully as it did. God did it. Many people came to the show who are not Buddhists, who are not Christians, who are Jewish people, came to the show and loved the show. So I was happy about that. The one thing about music that's so great with this poetry is that it goes beyond any parallel of any human being, meaning music can bring people together. And with her poetry, which is so honest, people around the world must see this show, really must see this show. It has the strength of many great shows.
I saw in the program that they gave us descriptions of when she wrote them, and kind of trying to picture what was going on in her life. It was very neat to know that this show was written from such a real point of view, such an honest place. It was great.
So good. Yep. So vegan and I don't usually eat vegan, so it was a new experience, but it was very good.
I'd like to say Supreme Master that she's done a fabulous job. I'd love for her to come in person next time. Every year, I'm like, maybe this year she'll come. Maybe this year. Please, Supreme Master, we would really like your presence. Hi, my name is Shira Lane. Be veg, go green, save the planet. Thank you, Supreme Master TV. Peace.
They say a man is not complete until he's married. Then he's finished. You get it? I'm so glad to be a part of it, too. A very, very happy 5th anniversary to this station. I really respect you all very much.
Thank you for your lovely company today. Please join us Friday, September 30th for part 4 of 12 of this event. Stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for Words of Wisdom. May you be graced with ever more faith and wisdom.
How dare you say stuff like that to me?
Party's over.
I live through days of deception, professing love that I don't feel, sweet utterances from rosy lips.
How I wish I had the answer for her. How I wish I had the answer to all the suffering in this life. Nothing changes the suffering. Oh, dear God, show me a sign you exist. Dear Buddha, let me see you. Let me know your compassion, your power, because I need strength, God.
Search high and low for a little love. Search high and low for a little love. If I love you as I love myself, like my love for this great earth, its mountains and
For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/real love, thereallovemusic.com.